silent, strong. Eyes are so sharp, fluffy. The owl is an animal that stands out with its features. Therefore, there is very interesting information about the owl. In this video, we're going to reveal information about owls that are mysterious, cute, and terrifying that you've probably never heard before. Owls are one of the world's most fascinating and mysterious predators. There are more than 200 species of owls that can live on every continent of the world except Antarctica. The continent with the highest number of owl species is Asia. On the other hand, only 19 owl species live in the wild in the United States and Canada. There is very interesting information about these raptor birds. It attracts attention with its sharp claws and magnificent senses. Owls are one of the world's most fascinating and mysterious predators. There are more than 200 species of owls that can live on every continent of the world except Antarctica. The continent with the highest number of owl species is Asia. On the other hand, only 19 owl species live in the wild in the United States and Canada. There is very interesting information about these raptor birds. It attracts attention with its sharp claws and magnificent senses. Owls, whose eyes are fixed and therefore need to turn their heads to see around, have improved eyesight. Creatures that can see their prey from meters away see objects and creatures at close range blurry. For this reason, they need small hair-like hairs on their beaks and paws to sense food. It is one of the common misconceptions that owls can turn their heads 360 degrees. The creatures in question can actually turn their heads 135 degrees in either direction. Thus, they have a total field of view of 270 degrees. It is the only bird species that can see the color blue. There is a lot of interesting information about owls. One of them is that owls are the only bird species that can see the color blue. Unlike many birds, owls do not make much noise while flying. They have special hairs that attenuate sound by dividing turbulence into smaller currents. Thanks to their soft and velvety feathers, they minimize the sound. 5. They can swallow their prey whole. 5. They can swallow their prey whole. Image. Being killed by an owl is extremely painful. This is because owls first grab their prey with their claws and then swallow it whole. Depending on the size of the creature they hunt, they either swallow it whole or cut it into pieces. Owls' digestive systems are highly developed. They can separate the fur and bones of their prey and then retrieve them. Owls not only consume prey much larger than themselves, but some species of owls, such as eagle owls, can even hunt deer. However, some species, such as the horned owl, may attack barred owls. Barred owls sometimes attack pygmy owls. As cruel as it may sound, mother owls feed the oldest and strongest child in the family first. If anyone has to starve because food is scarce, it is the youngest among them. After an owl leaves the nest, it often lives near the same tree and its parents still bring it food. If it can survive the first winter alone, it has a good chance of surviving. Many owls sleep in the sunlight. Therefore, they allow the colors of their feathers to blend in with their surroundings, that is, they become camouflaged. Brazilian owls usually live in South and North America. Few are active during the day. Many live in burrows underground, which are tunnels dug by animals such as prairie dogs. They can dig their own burrows if they need to. They fill the entrances of their nests with excrement and sit there all day. Since their excrement will attract insects, they are also hunted in this way. 12. We would have a serious pest problem without owls. 12. We would have a serious pest problem without owls. Image. Owls consume large numbers of rodents. A single owl family can eat up to 3,000 rodents in a 4-month nesting period. The average owl consumes up to 22 kilos of field squirrels per year. For this reason, many farmers leave owls alone during their nesting period. This natural pest method is much more effective and less costly than using poisons. It is also very important for owls. 13. Owls used to be symbols of victory and success. 13. Owls used to be symbols of victory and success. Image. In ancient Greece, a small owl was a friend of the Greek goddess of wisdom, Athena. This is one of the most important reasons owls symbolize learning and knowledge, but Athena was also a warrior goddess. For this reason, owls were seen as the protectors of armies entering war. If the Greek soldiers saw an owl during the war, they considered it a sign of the coming victory. Owls have been very popular animals since ancient times. They even appear frequently in a 30,000-year-old cave painting in France and in hieroglyphs we encounter in Egypt. Owls have been used and loved in many historical documents since the Middle Ages. However, it is illegal to have them as pets in many countries. Although they are sociable and intelligent creatures, there is always the possibility of attacking people if they feel threatened. Always the strong OWL cup wins. The female owl can lay between 2 and 10 eggs at a time. After an incubation period of 30 to 40 days, the fry hatch. At first, the mother owl feeds all her young equally, but as time passes, the situation changes and the strongest offspring starts to feed the most. Owls' eyesight and hearing are extremely sensitive. They can catch their prey in very low light, as well as in the pitch dark, by detecting its location with their hearing senses. Their ears are sensitive enough to hear the slightest rustle. With their sensitive ears, they can hear the sound of the wings of a moth flying in the silence of the night, or the chewing of a seed, or even the sound of a needle falling in complete silence. The broad face of the owl is covered with relatively stiff and curved feathers. Feathers collect sounds like a scoop and reflect them to the ear. The ear holes of some owl breeds are so large that they completely cover the side of the head. In addition, owls have a broad head and their ears are farther apart than other birds. Thus, after the sound wave hits one ear, it comes to the other. The owl determines the direction from which the sound comes in this extremely small time interval. One of the interesting features of owls is their webbed ears. They open when they want and close when they want. They open the ear curtains at rest and in slow flights, and close them during fast